Last time I shared a little bit about my experience in being called into ministry. But what does that mean? How clear is that in terms of details of what that ministry is supposed to look like? Now, I suppose that there are pastors out there who knew right away exactly what kind of pastor that they were meant to be. Maybe they knew they were called to preach, and that was something that was going to be exactly what they would do. That's not the way it worked with me. Um, Maybe I was just thicker. Maybe that was just God's plan, but my experience was a lot different. So I would say the first thing that I thought in terms of what I was called to was missions, because the most intense part of my call took place while I was on a short term mission, and I shared that in that previous video. And so I just assumed that that's what it was. I didn't end up becoming a missionary, but I did find myself soon after involved in youth ministry, and I was involved in youth ministry for a number of years. And I felt pretty strongly at that point that I was called to youth ministry, not as a stepping stone to something more important, but I just thought I was called to youth ministry, and I enjoyed it at the time. And then things changed, and I found myself as a solo pastor. And I was involved, especially in smaller churches, and felt like that was my calling to be a pastor of small churches. But in the midst of that, I ended up involved in military chaplaincy and was, again, felt pretty called to reserve chaplaincy in the sense of being part time, doing that once or twice a week, while my focus was on local church ministry. And yet, here I am now in my role at being full time military chaplaincy. So, did God's call change? Did I misunderstand? I don't. I think it takes discernment, and I think that the call can look different in different chapters of life.